I'm Rachel Jordan-Wolfe from Hope Together, and I'm thrilled to be with you today to talk briefly about the Talking Toddler research. We first did this in 2019, and it showed the incredible opportunity of mission to parents with children under the age of 0 to 4. Let's do a few highlights. 80% of all of the parents with a child aged 0 to 4 are in touch with a church in the UK. Yes, that's 80%, and it's up on what it was in 2019. What's more, let's have a little breakdown into that percentage. So, 13% of all of the parents with a child aged 0 to 4 in the UK are actively involved. They're active Christian parents. They worship in our churches regularly. They pray, they read their Bibles. They're really in. Then there's this 67%. They're what we call the fringe parents. They are people who come, but they're not as committed, and they're probably on that journey to faith. And then there is that 20% who are prospective Christian parents. They're not yet coming to anything, but we've got some good news about them as well. So let's have a little dive in. Of that 67% who are fringe parents, 57% who come with their children and attend our activities are interested to explore faith for themselves. So this means we're having a really great impact on those parents. 53% of those fringe Christian parents would attend regularly. This is lovely. They really recognise that their church is the church where these activities are happening. And this is actually a leap from what was happening in 2019. There's a growth in this concept of association. They belong to you and your church because of what you're doing. Finally, jumping into the prospective parents, so that's 20% of the parents in the UK with a child aged 0 to 4. Well, 47% of that 20% would actually be open to receiving an invite to what you are doing. There's a real openness, even in the prospective parents. Particularly, we've been recommended to look at using social media for that invite. So there's the good news. If you want to find out more, you can go online and join the Talking Toddler network. We meet to resource toddler group leaders. We meet 3 times a year. We'd love you to join us if you're not already a part of it. Let's reach every child under the age of 5 in the UK and their parents.